Empress Oracle I right on the studio right now. How you doing, sis?
Live and love and rise as we rise to happiness, Empress.
Yes, give
I'm
thanks.
here, Empress Oracle I in the place.
Yes, blessings. So, let the people out there know, first of all, who is Empress Oracle I?
Empress Oracle I is an artist, producer.
Okay.
I'm from Birmingham.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Anything else I need to say?
No, it's all good, it's all good. So where did that name come from? Because it's a very impacting name.
Okay, my past name was Lady Ashanti.
Okay.
Through my journey with working with different people in the music industry, I was given the name by Lloyd Coxsone, Errol Nueffel and Sugar Minott and Bird.
Yeah.
They called me Perception, and then they changed it to Oracle I.
Okay.
The I to perceive in the music.
Wow. What was very deep meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for real. So,
Yeah.
tell the listeners out there as well, where did your musical journey begin? How did it all happen?
My musical journey began very, very many years ago. I first started singing when I was younger on Sounds in Birmingham. That Sound was one of my first sounds. A man named Upton was my mentor in singing.
Wow.
From coming up singing on Sounds, I've done a bit of promotion of artists, and then I started working background in the studios.
Okay.
With other artists. That time I was more training.
Yeah.
And from there I wrote tracks from when I was little. I've always writing songs, always coming out with lyrics.
Okay.
But the musical journey that started to make the music that I'm making now started about 4 or 5 years ago. I started a project in London, helping other artists that were vulnerable in the music industry, and also trying to bring engineers and studios together to work together so that the artists didn't have such a fight when working at different studios.
Okay.
So I did a project in North London, South London and West London. On that project, artists like Torluck, Claire Angel, D'Anja, Stylus, quite a few people.
Yeah.
I've performed on quite a few platforms as well.
Wow. So you've been busy.
Yeah, I'm always busy.
That's good. So, on that note, how do you feel about women in the music industry?
In the reggae music industry, we're speaking.
Yeah.
Right, I feel that women in the reggae music industry are having I wouldn't say having now, because women seem to be becoming a lot more powerful.
Okay.
In the past, they've had a very, very hard struggle. On doing my projects, it wasn't just based on women artists, it was based on male artist vulnerability as well.
Yeah.
And yes, in a couple of my projects, we bumped into barriers where engineers question artists, female artists, sexually advanced, and if they're not getting it, they're not either releasing their music or recording them. Wow. And I found that female artists were getting nervous in going to studios where it was all men.
Definitely.
Because of that advance.
Okay.
I was on tour with an artist last year in Europe, and while I was touring, I found that most of the reggae shows were male artists.
Yeah.
So I spoke to the tour manager. She's a European manager that does Europe and Africa, and I asked her why there is not any female reggae artists.
Okay.
So she says, "I'm so glad you asked me that question." And she went and got her file and brought her file out and said, "Well, these are the artists. Here's the list what they send us in Europe from Jamaica, and the only 2 female artists that was on that list was Marcia Griffiths and Spice."
Wow. What?
So I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. I find it's become male dominant over the years.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's so interesting that you say that, because I find that being a DJ as well, that it's really difficult for, I don't know, for, I suppose, men to take women seriously when it comes to music. I don't know how else to put it. If people want to ask me or talk to me about it, please let me know, because I'm finding it difficult. That's why I had to ask you that question. And I suppose, what do you say we can do as women?
I think as women we need to come together collaboratively. We also need to, I find that a lot of women in the music industry now, to get to the top, I find they're undermining themselves. I don't think we need to underdress, shall I say. Sing about things that put us down as women, you know, and I find that with a lot of the male DJs doing that nowadays, it's making it a bit harder for the women DJs, the women artists, to actually come out there with something that's going to challenge what the men are doing. You know, like Spice, I respect her as an artist, but you can see that her fight has been a journey that's changed her completely. I think if she'd had a fair chance in the industry, we'd have the same Spice that started. But when you go through where you find that you're trying, and the people around you who you thought were supporting you are probably pulling you down or holding you back, because I've had that as an artist in the industry. You know, I've performed, I've been to places, and I find that the male artists don't want to get me on a show. You understand me? They're pushing themselves on the show.
For real.
You know, they want to push you to the back, and it's hard as a woman because the music industry nowadays is male dominant. So I feel that we need more female DJs, female engineers, female producers, and they need to come together.
For real. Yeah, man.
At the moment, I've started an artist showcase in Birmingham, dealing with live musicians and live artists at a club called PST.
Okay, yeah, I know that, yeah.
It will be started I started it just before Christmas. I'm going to restart it the 1st of February.
Okay.
And that's a platform for artists to come and perform with the live band.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can help a lot of the female artists on that platform.
Yes. Definitely send us the information for that. I will support that 100%.
Yeah.
For real. So, you spoke earlier about working with artists like Sugar Minott, Horace Andy, Lloyd Coxsone. The list continues of the great artists you work with, which is amazing. What advice did you learn from them?
Oh, I learned so much. So much. The time that I spent amongst them, first, especially with Lloyd Coxsone and Sugar Minott, I spent time with them years. We worked together in the studios. Sugar Minott, he was an artist out of this world. He had such discipline.
Yeah, wow.
He was very serious about music. He could write a lyric out of anything. You know, he'd stay in the studio 24 hours. If it was up to him, he'd like wake us up 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the studio. He'd be knocking everyone's door, ringing everyone's phone. You know, I also learned as being an artist, it's not all the time that you have to be out there.
Okay.
In the public's face. Sometimes it's good not to be seen.
Yeah.
Working in the music, I found that the reason why I like working with Lloyd and Sugar Minott and Errol Nueffel, God rest their soul, was the fact they learnt me about the live music. I learnt the essence, the sounds, the authenticity of the real reggae music.
For real.
You know, 'cause I find that music's gone so digital nowadays,
right.
and that's why I'm as an artist, I don't really like it.
Okay.
I like the live.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So
they taught me quite a lot of things, a lot.
Wow. So, being around those great artists and other artists as well, what?
Go on.
No, I was going to say, what is it that you would say to young people who want to get involved in music? What would you say to them?
first, what type of artist do you want to become? You know, do you want to be, you know, when going into music and wanting to become an artist, do you want to be a Beyonce? Do you want to be a Bob Marley? You know, do you want to be just an artist that makes a couple of tunes and gets out there? It's not easy. Traveling with Horace Andy, that learnt me a lot. Horace Andy is a superstar.
Yeah.
I don't see him as an artist. He is a superstar. Traveling with him was amazing. I never just travelled with him. I also travelled with Massive Attack.
Oh wow, okay.
And I learned one thing, that if you really want to be an artist,
yeah,
and you really want to make it out there, number one, you got to be prepared to do live shows. When artists go on tour and people think, oh, they go from country to country and they're having fun, you don't have fun. It's about work.
Yeah. Every
moment is work. You know, you don't get a break. It's hard work. You've got to be dedicated. You have to learn how to speak, when to speak. You know, certain countries, it's different. In every country is a different culture, different way. So you have to know how to carry yourself as an artist. It doesn't matter how good your voice is. It's about your attitude and your personality.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that is something that a lot of artists in the industry have a problem with. You know, they feel, because I'm a singer, I can do anything, can say anything wherever I want to go, but that can stop your career completely.
Yeah. For real. So how do we create, or how do young people go about doing that, looking at their personality, deciding how to speak, those sort of things when they're looking at music? You know, what to actually say on a song?
Well, you see, with saying on a song now, it's to do with songwriting, and when I write a song, I usually give myself a title or a subject.
Okay.
You know, and from that subject, I will write.
Yeah.
Now, it's not every artist out there that is a writer.
For real, yeah.
So, to me, my advice to an artist that's not a writer, find a good writer.
Okay.
It's okay to do covers, but find a good writer that can write what you want, what you feel. Know where you're going, know what type of artist you want to be, what you want. Because I believe Garnet Silk sang some words. He said, music is a rock and we're Moses.
Yeah.
And whatever lyrics we put out there is what we're giving to people. Your fan that's listening to you believes in you and believes in whatever you're saying.
Real.
So to me, it's about the type of artist you want to be, the type of person you are comes out in your music.
Yeah, man. Definitely. So, who's inspiring you at the minute within music? If anyone is.
Inspiring me?
Yeah.
Who? What do you mean? Do you mean by who am I working amongst, or?
Yeah, that.
Which artist?
Yeah, that of course, and also like when you wake up in the morning, what music do you listen to? Those kind of things.
Okay. I'm very what would I say, open when it comes to music. I listen to all types of music.
Okay.
I'm a person who likes to listen to Nina Simone, Tracey Chapman.
Okay, yeah.
Horace Riley, Barry Salmon, Peter Tosh, Bob Marley. I'm very versatile. I like to listen to new artists as well to hear what they're saying.
Yes.
The inspirers around me at the moment, I'm working with an engineer, King Spears.
Okay. Wow.
He's originally from the King Tubby stable in Jamaica, their family. Excellent engineer. He's worked with Jackie, Skipper, Sugar Minott, Dwayne Stevenson. He's worked with Claire Angel, Frankie Paul. Oh, artist concerned, untitled, but he's a genius. I've been looking for an engineer for a long time that can give me what I want, and he gives me what I want.
That's good.
I work with another engineer, Daddy Screw from Channel 1.
Okay.
He also is a good engineer. I've got a lot of support. I've got Charjan and the REGGEA Reggae Band in London.
Okay.
They've been a great support. Dread U.K Studios, Proud to Be Studios. These are people that I've worked and done projects with, and I've been able to do these projects and take artists into their studios. They have recorded these artists and give these artists their tracks, you know, without any pressure, without artists feeling like, wow, I've got to pay a lot of money or what have you. That gives them that opportunity, you know, and hopefully they can get their recognition. Yeah, man, for real. Yeah.
So, what's coming up for you this year? Have you got any plans that you want to share with the people right now?
There's little things coming out the pot. I'm supposed to be going to Africa on tour, where I'll let people know when that date's confirmed. Otherwise, it's just the PST events, and I'm waiting to do more events.
Yeah, man, for real. So, for the people out there, would you be up for doing a little segment of your work now on radio?
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me cough.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, so which song is it you want me to give you?
The one that you're feeling right now, because I'll listen to your songs and I like all of them.
Okay. Well, my song "Born in the Ghetto."
Yeah, man. Okay, cool. That's a good one.
That was written when I was doing the project in North London.
Okay.
And at the time when we was remaking the Christopher Columbus track.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. The feeling that I had down there brought me back to the memories of Birmingham.
Okay.
I felt like I was at home again.
Yeah.
Amongst my people, the people that I was surrounded by. I won't forget to mention Bueno. He's a guitar player.
Okay.
He's played for Culture, quite a lot of artists over the years.
Wow.
He was a big input on that track. And when we finished making the track, I just had this feeling and started to sing the song. Wow. So I think this is something that I need to give to the people on the radio.
Okay, yes, definitely.
Okay. Live and love as we rise to happiness. Born and raised in the ghetto. But when you check it out, you know it are the sweetest life I know. Oh, born and raised in the ghetto. But when you check it out, you know it are the sweetest life I know. Oh, money, fancy car and diamond rings. We don't worship them type of things. Mama's cooking in the kitchen, dumpling, please, and fried chicken. Papa Dep on the corner, noodle and dominoes down. Yeah, everybody get up, some system string up. Everybody just live up. I said, born and raised in the ghetto. But when me check it out, you know Catsy's the sweetest DJ I know. Oh, born and she's raised in the ghetto. But when me check it out, Catsy, you are the sweetest Empress I know.
Yeah.
Big up, Catsy.
Big respect. Definitely. So, where can people find you?
And before I go, can I big up? I have to big her up. Karen.
Okay,
yeah. Karen is my PA.
Wow, okay.
She's also a big support to me in the music.
Big shout out to you every time. So, where can people find you? Let them know.
Alright, you can find me on SoundCloud. I'm now on Instagram.
Okay.
And you can find me on Facebook. On Facebook, I'm on my normal name, which is Hazel Thomas.
Okay.
And I've got my Empress Oracle page on there, and Family Unit, which is my organisation.
Yeah. Okay. So, any final words to the people out there before you go?
happiness. Happiness is the essence of life. That's my final words.
Wow. I just want to say thank you for taking the time out to talk to us on ROADCUTTER Radio. I really enjoyed it. And
I enjoyed talking to you, Kat. Thank you very much.
And any support you need, let me know, and I will definitely help you out.
Okay. Thank you, Kat.
No worries.
Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
You too. See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye. So, people, you heard it right here. Don't forget to support the artist. That is Empress Oracle I. And right now we're going to have 2 tunes by Empress Oracle I. Some great tunes. Here we go. Check it out.